again, because you have to be a multitask person in order to be a successful entrepreneur, it's more like crucible by fire. Like it's like you have to learn it. You just have to do it. Mission statement for my business, that's a tough one. I would say no, but I would say just in general, I'm just trying to put out good stuff, creative content. If it happens to be a book, great. If it's an app, great. It's whatever my heart's being moved at the time as far as business is concerned. I have my personal endeavor to, my mission statement in that sense would be to put out stories that are completely screwball and bonkers and will make you think, not just shocking for shocking's sake, but there's a point to it. That's always been something I've done forever. I love to be on that edge. But as far as my business, yeah, I just like being creative and to work with creative people. That's my favorite thing in the world to do. Time management for me, wow, that's a tough one. That's probably the hardest thing in my life today, is figuring out how I'm going to manage time, because what I usually end up doing is I'm a list person. So I'll write down lists almost daily. Like I just have notebooks of lists of things and I check off stuff, and that helps me organize what I have to do. But sometimes those lists are so overwhelming that what usually ends up happening is I'll take a break, and that break from doing work will end up being a 2-hour break watching a movie, and then I'll get tired and I'll fall asleep. And then my list becomes twice as big the next day. Time management is very difficult for me. It's probably my biggest flaw. But again, because you have to be a multitask person in order to be a successful entrepreneur, it's more like crucible by fire. Like it's like you have to learn it. You just have to do it. So for me, what ends up happening is I'm a pressure cooker type person. Like last minute, I get everything done. That's usually what happens. So time management, I need to work on. I have no good advice for that because I am horrible. If anyone has great advice, I'm certainly all ears. I suck at it. But I somehow get everything done. The worst piece of business advice I think I ever received, and perhaps how I dealt with it, I think maybe I can relate it to time management, that I think somebody told me once that you should try to get everything done the minute you wake up till the minute you go to bed, and it's something to that effect. And I seem to really have taken that to heart, and even today I think it still kind of marinates in my life as far as how I really honestly fool myself when I wake up into thinking I'm going to get 25 things done. But I have, between my family, which takes up an insane amount of my time, my own personal endeavors that I want to do, taking breaks, because I'm a big believer that for everything you do work-wise, you should play too. You work and play have to be balanced completely. And when I say play, I'm not trying to sound weird. I mean just do stuff, go see movies, whatever. In my case, it's movies or play music, just on my own. But I really, really, really wish that maybe it's not so much bad advice, but lack of advice. It's just figuring out how to make it through the day where I get everything I need done in that day, and just thinking I'm just going to do it like the one person told me. That was probably a huge lie. They were probably saying to me to be nice back then. That was many years ago. So unfortunately, I still believe the lie. So I gotta work on that.